there, welcome. If you're on this channel, it means that you are looking for information regarding a nursing career, you're interested in nursing, or you're wanting to advance your career. You've come to the right place. Welcome. Let's get to know each other. Are you ready? Let's go. Hi, my name is Ingrid Mohammed. Just a brief introduction to who I really am. I am a registered nurse by profession. I started my nursing career in 1992 and I completed my 4-year integrated diploma in 1996, and I worked for a while in hematology oncology. It was a very humbling experience because as a young person I could not grasp people being in pain and people suffering, and that whole cancer, leukemia environment was just not really what I wanted, because it was very emotional for me. So I moved on and I got another position in renal care in the ward as a renal sister, and I enjoyed that because that gave you a lot of autonomy, and purely because there are standing orders in the unit where a patient can come in. They don't have to go to accident and emergency or casualty. If they are a renal patient, they come straight to the ward. You do what you need to do, you assess them, and you start the therapy, and you call the doctor, and the doctor just comes and adds on to the initial therapy that you've commenced. That was in 1997. In 1998, I decided that the state sector wasn't really for me. I hadn't found my heartbeat, so I went into the private sector. And in the private sector, I did a little stint in ICU. It was a good experience, but still not resonating with my soul or with my purpose. I don't know how to put it, but I enjoyed it. Okay, in 1999, in the beginning of 99, I gave birth to the most precious thing on earth, my daughter, who is now 21. And at that point I was still working in ICU, and I would leave home at 5 in the morning and be home at around about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night after handover and transport, because the hospital was relatively far away from where I live. And by the way, I am from Wentworth in Durban in South Africa. So yeah, so when it came to this whole long time span away from home, away from my baby, not bonding with my baby, it became a problem. So one day I decided to go up the road from where I live in Wentworth to Wentworth Hospital, and I went and applied for a job. I just wanted to nurse, and yeah, they gave me the forms, I filled them in, all was good, and I got called in for an interview. I was successful, and then I started working at Wentworth Hospital. Now I need to give you a little backstory on that, just a short one. Everybody that has been admitted in Wentworth Hospital, according to our community, when they come out with a plate in their head. So I was very prepared to work with patients that got plates in their head. Sorry, but that's what it was. That's all I knew. So as God would have it, or as destiny would have it, I ended up in the neurosurgery theaters, and that's where I found my true calling. The thing that I would do any day, every day, all day. I enjoy neurosurgery. There's no other discipline like it. The only thing initially that was a problem for me was the fact that we saw so many patients or so many babies that had birth defects, your hydrocephalus, your cleft lip palate, your there was just a lot of those abnormalities, birth abnormalities that we saw, and it was heart-wrenching, but also fulfilling. I mean, after you've fixed a cleft palate, there's no feeling better than that, and looking at that beautiful baby with everything looking all nice and cleaned and sorted out. So that was very fulfilling, and that is my passion up to this very day. Okay, so that was in 1999 when I started in Wentworth Hospital in neurosurgery theatre. In 2003, I was given the opportunity to do my theatre training, and that was a diploma in operating theatre technique, abbreviated the DOTT course. So I did that, and I finished it in 2004. It was a 1-year program at that time, a very grueling 1-year program, but nevertheless successful and very, very, very beneficial for your CV, beneficial for your future if you're thinking of expanding yourself. Okay, so that was in 2004. In 2005, I had the opportunity to apply to go and work abroad. I applied through an agency, and I had a bit of difficulty because I predominantly had neurosurgery experience, and basically all the hospitals were looking for general theatre sisters that could do orthopedic surgery, that could do vascular surgery, that could do obstetrics and gynae, and I didn't do all those things. I had very little experience in them. The only time I did them was part of my curriculum during my theatre training. So I waited a while, and fortunately I did end up getting a position, and I started in Saudi Arabia in a neurosurgery unit, the best ever. It was the best place ever. So I started there in 2006, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It stretched me, it pulled me, it made me grow, it forced me to grow because of the technology that was different, the style, the sequence, there was everything about nursing abroad was just so amazing. It was amazing. You grew exponentially every single day. You learned every single day. And as we know, nursing is not stagnant. Nursing is not staying in one place. It's dynamic. It changes every single day. We can see that in the current situation that we're in right now with everything that's going on. Today, this is prescribed. Tomorrow, it's changed. The next day it's added, okay, then they find something new. So that is nursing in a nutshell. It's dynamic. It changes all the time. It changes from day to day. So that was in 2006. I did my 1-year contract, and I came back to South Africa. I was back in South Africa around about the beginning of 2007, and 6 months later I was back in Saudi Arabia. There's just no place like it. I enjoyed it, and I did it another 2 years in Saudi Arabia neurosurgery, and that grew me so much as an individual, as a professional, as a theater sister, as a neuro sister. I learned so much. There was so much to learn, and I'm eternally grateful for that opportunity. And that experience, nobody can take it away from me. Nobody can buy it from me. It's mine, and it's precious. It was absolutely a precious time for me. So I got back into South Africa in 2009, and I took a month's break, and then I went back to nursing. Then I started back. I went back to the state sector, and I worked in cath lab. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Technology was a bit advanced. It was nice. It was quick surgery. It was instantaneous improvement. It was just a beautiful environment to work in. The hours are long, but cath lab is a beautiful place to work in. It really is, guys. I won't lie to you. So that is in 2010 when I got back. 2011 I went back to neurotheater. I was called back to neurotheater, and I was a team leader for the neuro theaters in this hospital. And during that time, while I was back from 2010 to 2012, I was doing my BCA in nursing education and nursing administration, which I did, thank God, in 3 years, and it was done. I graduated in 2013, and yeah, so basically I'm a registered nurse with the integrated course. I am a theater specialist and super specialized in neurosurgery, and I do have a degree in nursing education and nursing administration. That, my dears, is the culmination of, or should I say, the culmination of who I am. But currently I'm not a nurse. I work in industry. I'm a medical sales representative, and that just goes to show what your nursing career can do for you, or your nursing experience can do for you. If you are looking to advance yourself, I'm constantly advancing myself, and I'm not afraid to take a chance. I'm not afraid to take a risk at that for me to grow. I believe in growth because it keeps you young, as you can see. It keeps you young, and it keeps you agile, and it keeps your mind flowing. So at the moment, I'm presently a medical sales representative in the devices industry. And I just want to say, you need to understand that nursing is not just bedside nursing. There is so many things that you can do with your nursing experience or your nursing qualifications. You can go into research, you can go into policy making in DOH, you can stay in nursing if that is what you want, or you can be in industry. And I promise you, this goes without saying, at the moment nurses are so highly sought. They are looked for, they are needed within the industry of sales repping, medical sales repping to be specific, because we understand anatomy, we understand pharmacology, we understand best practice, we understand outcomes, and that makes you so valuable, so valuable. So colleagues, I beg you, stay where you are, grow yourself, empower yourself, get to the best possible qualification that you can get and the best experience you can get, so that you are so sought after that it's not even funny. You turn the side, there's opportunities all over the place, okay? And that's it from me. That is it from me for now. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, to like, and if you want to share it, you can share it. Feel free to share it. If you are willing to go on this journey with me, look out for my next video, which is a tribute to nurses in 2020. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.